I was a missionary in Honduras for 8 years, and moving back into Lawrence County, started talking to a few pastors about how to be involved in the community and my desire to work with children and kids, and they told me that I need to get in contact with Steve Seaton. And so I found his number, and actually found a little flyer with I Am for Kids on it, and contacted Steve, and we had lunch together and talked about what that looked like, as how to be involved and be a part of that ministry. Coming into Lawrence County as a new person in Lawrence County, I started realizing that there was a systemic problem and a cyclical issue in families, and I realized that the greatest way to impact or change the trajectory of a family is through children and young people. And so I've had the privilege of mentoring several kids. Now the school system itself calls and asks when there's kids in in-school suspension. I'll actually go and sit with kids in in-school suspension to encourage and to identify and help them through whatever they're dealing with. And also the privilege of being able to go to be with kids during disciplinary hearings in the county gives me another opportunity to be able to touch not only the child but also the family. And to me it's about relationships, building relationships with kids to help them have someone they can trust and talk to. While living in Honduras, ministry began to change to me. I started looking at ministry more as a community development, and I believe that the church is the hub of the community, and that for there to be true effective ministry, the church has to be in the community. So I wanted to learn what that looked like, what's the terminology of community development. So I took a degree in human services counseling to help me with more of an understanding, not necessarily to be a counselor, but to have a greater understanding of how the church can impact the community. And it's been a true blessing to see that, and now to be a promoter of community ministry from the church. I heard something a long time ago say, rules without relationship equals rebellion. You can teach a kid something, but if you don't have the relationship, they don't value what you say, because you haven't gained the respect to speak into their life. And I believe that through mentoring, it helps the school system, because you're building relationships with kids and helping them understand the value of education, the value of life, the value of responsibility, modeling that in front of them. So it has impacted by changing the lives of kids who are at risk, by giving them a model to build a relationship with, to be able to change that whole system. I think every church should be involved with I Am for Kids, because the doors for so many years have been closed to the churches, the faith-based community within the school system. But I Am for Kids offers a new opportunity to be able to go into the schools and touch the lives of kids. And it bothers me to hear pastors talk about, well, we can't go to the schools, we can't be involved in the schools, yet here's an open door, an open invitation. Don't wait. Get involved. This is the opportunity to impact the lives of kids that may not go to church, that may not go to your specific congregation, but you're able to touch their lives, encourage them. And I believe this is the opportunity that God has opened up for the church to be able to be a part of the community.